Money has long been a central and integral part of human civilization in facilitating and stimulating exchanges in society. Its main functions are to serve as a medium of exchange, unit of account, and store of value. Throughout the course of history, money has evolved and assumed numerous forms. These include commodities which were highly demanded or valued by society, such as barley, cocoa beans, tobacco, and rice. Due to limitations such as erosion, these then evolved to bimetallism, or the use of gold and silver as money. These transpired from a natural market process due to their advantages of being scarce, durable, stable, portable, and divisible through coinage. Gold in particular has often been deemed as the most optimum form of money. This includes the gold dinar, which was used during the time of the Prophet and the period of the directly guided caliphs, alongside silver dirham. The gold dinar refers to a medieval gold coin with a fixed measurement of 4.25 grams. The use of gold coinage then naturally shifted to the gold standard, where paper money introduced was backed by gold reserves at different ratios. The creation of money must therefore be in tandem with the increase in physical gold reserves of a state. Finally, the world moved to the fiat money system, which is what we practice today. Fiat money refers to the paper currencies issued by central governments which are not backed by any physical commodity and therefore accepted as money by virtue of the issuing government's guarantee. In recent decades, we have seen the increased frequency of financial and economic crises. This has been linked to the fiat money system, which has been argued to cause detriments to the society, mainly owing to its inflationary tendencies. In this video, we will be exploring whether the revival of or return to gold dinar as a currency in place of the fiat money system is viable and Islamically sound in current times. Like any other monetary systems, the fiat money system has both advantages and disadvantages. On one hand, it can be utilized by central banks as a monetary policy tool to achieve economic objectives, such as inflation rate and exchange rate targeting, through the control of money supply. Other advantages of paper money include its low cost of printing, ease of transportation, and elasticity of supply, hence its ability to serve as a contingency for governments in times of crisis. On the other hand, fiat money has some core disadvantages which have been argued to supersede its advantages. Seeing that the fiat money lacks an intrinsic value, it is basically being created out of thin air at virtually no cost. In this sense, the issuing authority or government is accorded the ability to increase the supply of money at their own will or illimitably. This reflects one of its core disadvantages, which is its high inflationary tendencies. Secondly is the use of fractional reserve banking system, whereby the main mechanism through which money is created is through loans. This has resulted in the issue of seigniorage, which is further aggravated by interest payment charged on such loans. To elaborate, the decreasing purchasing power of money over time, given that it is subject to inflation, became the basis to justify the interest charged on loans. Other issues of the fiat money system is that it is susceptible to speculative activities, which is one of the purposes of foreign exchange transactions. The use of different currencies or for different countries gives rise to the need for foreign exchange rates through which speculators can gain a profit from the differentials in the exchange rates. Increased speculative activities, which far exceed real economic output, has ultimately led to instability or volatility in the economy and the increased frequency of crises around the world. Next is on the superiority of gold currency over fiat money. In this sense, gold can address the disadvantages or issues of the fiat money system. Unlike the fiat money, gold cannot simply be created by printing more of it, which basically hampers its inflationary tendencies. Gold cannot be created nor destroyed. Secondly, it could also curb speculative activities, which is prevalent in the practice of exchange rate the fiat money system renders. These can therefore foster stability in international trade and investment as well as the economy as a whole. Given its intrinsic value, as history has proven, gold has also been propagated to exude exceptional stability over time without the need for government intervention. In this sense, gold does not necessitate intervention by the state to defend its value. There are generally two opinions on what constitutes money in Islam or from the perspective of Sharia. One is that money is limited to gold and silver, which is the opinion of certain scholars such as Al-Sarakhsi. The other one is that it's not, implying that money is anything that is accepted by society, and this is the opinion of prominent scholars like Ibn Taymiyyah, Malik bin Anas, as well as Ahmad ibn Hanbal. The latter is also the opinion of a majority scholars, especially in contemporary times. Although the use of gold currency is not mandated in the Sharia, there are certain issues with the current fiat money system which basically contradict the Sharia. Such issues include the interest rate ingrained in the fiat money system, its predisposition to speculation, as well as other entailing social ills, including the widening of income gaps and failure to protect wealth through inflationism. From our discussion, it is clear that the return to gold currency or gold dinar is aligned with the Sharia and can inherently tackle the social ills of the fiat money system. Its revival, however, would not be without some significant challenges. One of the main challenges would be current system or institutions which have been created in favor of the fiat money system, such as the IMF, which basically disallows the backing of currency with gold, as well as international trade agreements. Secondly, there are also concerns on the sufficiency of gold reserves as well as the current acts on gold hoarding. Hence, the return to gold dinar would necessitate major institutional and systemic reforms or overhauls. Thirdly is a lack of human capital in Islamic economics. In this sense, the return to gold dinar requires extensive research and Islamic monetary engineering to ensure its feasibility. This means that we need scholars who are not only well versed in the Sharia, but equally so in the field of economics, including banking and finance, as well as their entailing mechanisms. Lastly, such an effort to dismantle the fiat money system would not be plausible without pervasive political will, especially across countries. This requires widespread awareness and is closely tied to the values and norms prevalent in society. It is crucial that these challenges are addressed, such as through development of human capital through training and education, or even through increased cooperation among Muslim countries. To conclude, we have seen how the return to gold dinar can solve the failure of the fiat money system, which has ultimately resulted in socio-economic detriments. Efforts need to be mobilized in exploring the different mechanisms to which the return to gold dinar can be materialized. These perhaps include adopting a gradual implementation where we can first mandate it for international transactions and allowing fiat money to be used for domestic transactions, or even leveraging on technological advancements such as establishing it on digital platform. As stated earlier, we must first address the challenges which might impede the return to gold dinar. This is to ensure its effective implementation and consequently the effective shift to gold dinar as an alternative currency in current times.